Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. We're asking for information about the coming 7 days, the next week, and any immediate messages that you need to hear. So I'm seeing these two cards and also this one for you. So these are going to be the 3 cards that we are looking at to help to guide you into the right reading. All readings. I know for some of you sometimes it's more than one. Welcome everyone, welcome back to the channel if you are returning, and welcome to anyone new. I hope everything is going really well in your worlds. I do these readings every week and it really is a touch base with your spirit team to see what's happening and get that immediate guidance. So pile 1, we have the card of humility. Is that showing up there? I think so. We have the card of humility. This is earth above, mountain below. For pile 2, we have following. And this is lake above, thunder below. We also then have determination. This is for pile 3. Lake above, sky below. Okay, so those are our 3 cards. Let me just focus the camera back for you a little bit, so it's going to hopefully make that a little clearer for you. Cool. And I'm going to draw a rune and a charm for you as well. So for pile 1, I already know there's 2 runes coming out for this one. So pile 1, you have Rado and Kano. Rado is the rune of journey and Kano is the rune of openings. Okay, wow, that's a pretty powerful combination. And let's see what your charm is. I'll put this little counter here so you can see it more clearly. Your charm is, oh wow, it's a beautiful moon. Interesting, because it's a moon almost that has, well, it's got like little leaves around it. It's a stunning little moon, actually. So that's your charm. Now, pile 2. 2 runes again. I think it's 2 for each actually. So you have the rune of Awaz, this is movement, and then you have the rune of Ingas, which is fertility. So that is pile 2. And your charm, you have a rose. Very interesting. You have a rose. How fascinating, just looking actually at the rose in the centre of this card in pile 1. Anyway, let us not delve into any thoughts about anything coming through just yet. I'll just leave you. I might adjust the lighting actually. That looks as if it's so bright you can hardly see this card. Turn that down slightly, that may help. Okay, cool. Let's do 2 runes for pile 3. You have Sawello. This is the rune of it's like the pathway you must follow, the rune of wholeness actually. This is flow, Lagos. So flow and wholeness, or wholeness and flow. Wow, very interesting energy coming into these runes, into these readings. Really, really powerful actually. I don't know what you guys are feeling, but yeah, I'm picking up on a lot of energy, a lot of movement here. Okay, in all of them. So let's see, what an interesting week. We have the charm of peace. Okay, so that's for pile 3. You have the charm of peace. So, beautiful souls, I'm going to leave the video running for a few more moments. Take as long as you need. You can always press the pause button if you need a bit more time. Beautiful souls, yeah, trust your intuition, always, always. And if more than one reading is speaking to you, it's always worth just checking them both out, because there's so much going on in our lives, isn't there? And of course, sometimes there will be a message from your spirit team, well, more than one message, or more than one aspect of your life that they're wanting to communicate to you about for the coming week. So I will see you in the readings in just a moment, and we will see what comes through for you. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. So we are looking at the week ahead and we are asking for any immediate messages. I think humility is the very first message that's coming through for you actually looking at this. It's really interesting, this beautiful moon. It's very ornate. It's like it's almost gilded, like the leaves, the little, almost like petals. And it made me think like almost as if they are rays of sunshine around the edge of this moon. Rado is a rune of journey. Some of you may be going on a journey. I mean, some of you could even be about to embark on a journey, actually. You may be going away on or travelling. But sometimes this is about journeying within, removing blocks and obstacles within in order to succeed and to progress. And I'm seeing this kind of rose right at the centre here. It's like a heart of gold. There's an opening coming for you as well. Now the opening is either right in front of you already or it's about to emerge. I think there's opportunity here for you and you're being asked to remain humble about this, you know, in the best possible way. So it could be quite a big opening, and maybe you also have to remove any doubts or inner obstacles to allowing yourself to receive this opening. I'm just going to draw your oracle cards. Let's see what else we are shown before we say too much. Let's dive in and see what else we are shown. Yep, that's right. One from this pack. One from this. I'm going to be using, there's your cards, 2 spirit animal guide cards today. That's really interesting. That was really drawn to 2 different packs, animal packs. So we have Ram, Perseverance. How interesting. You have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up and good luck will follow. Okay, we have Hare, Strength. Take time to make clear decisions. Bring awareness and light to the situation. Okay, let's put these up here. Okay, we have Growth. This is interesting. Then we have, okay, these are lovely independent creator cards. Thank you very, very much, Lynette, for sending them to me. And this is the Midnight Bisou 1942 deck. So it says, live, operate and conduct yourself with a pure love, energy or vibration. It always comes back tenfold. We are always at free will and choice. Remember that. Okay. This is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Move these along. I feel there's a really significant piece of advice here, actually, which is to do with humility. It's to do with, I think something in your world is about to grow exponentially, is what I'm going to say. Now, I'm not quite sure how that's happening, and and how that relates to this week, my beautiful pile 1, but you're being called to persevere and to keep going with something. And it's almost as though what your reading is saying, I think, is that you can impact, that the most positive way to impact on whatever it is you're working on is actually to sit in a space of humbleness and humility. It's like the universe is going to reward you. What you're putting out into the world is going to come straight back at you. You're working on something. Let me just make sure that camera is proper focused on the cards for you. I think that's hopefully really going to show them with clarity for you. So this is saying keep going. This is about exponential growth and about how you can support that growth in expanding rapidly, which is to do with maintaining your own inner vibration and your own inner attitude to absolutely everything. Remember, we are always at free will and choice. Live, operate and conduct yourself with a pure love, which is also what humility is about. In the beautiful book that comes with these cards, with this particular card, earth above, mountain below. It speaks about the way that people are humble. People who are humble can get the very best out of every possible situation. So if you are a leader, for example, a really good and exceptional leader, then, you know, you will, if you come across somebody who's a bit, I don't know, who's a bit sort of inflated in their ego, and then you will be able to sort of navigate that really thoughtfully, help them to become more aware. And if you are alternatively next to somebody who's got quite a big, strong, perhaps a little bit too much of an ego, if you've got somebody who isn't really entitled enough within themselves, you can encourage that. It's like finding balance. You can bring the best out of any situation. This is interesting, very, very interesting. It always comes back. Pure love, energy or vibration. Strength. Take time to make clear decisions. Bring awareness and light to the situation. Now, for some of you, there could be something quite immediate going on around you where you actually do have to kind of intervene or navigate through something with the rune of journey. Now, you are growing exponentially, or something in your world is growing exponentially. Let's just get more guidance and advice. What is going on here? Yeah, you may be having to navigate. I'm seeing this, and these as well. Quite a lot of cards coming through for you. We have, okay, so you've got the Six of Cups, you have the Queen of Cups, you have the Seven of, oh, I'm seeing where this is going. Wow, okay, you've got the Seven of Swords, you have the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Two of Swords. Let's get these into focus for you, into view. How interesting. Okay. Okay. I actually think you may be either about to receive an offer, or you may actually already have had one. This exponential growth, it's an opportunity that's going to take you kind of up a mountain. It's going to aid you in moving towards your fullest potential. Okay, so it's something very beneficial, very fertile for you with the hair coming through here. It's going to help you to grow. It is all about your growth, your personal growth. I think in many ways the offer is there because you have, it's there because you deserve it. It's a bit like getting a promotion or something, you know, where you get something, an offer comes through for you. It's a major opening for you, you know, really sort of gilded in its offer. The question is, and I think you're recognised actually here as well, look, you have many gifts, no problem can withstand the power of your mind. I think something in you is recognised and there is an offer or an opening, and I think you'll really, really love it. The interesting thing is, how do you handle that with the people around you? I think you'll make a clear choice, but there's a kind of a dilemma around this as well. I think it would be like if you got offered a promotion and you happen to then find out that your colleague had actually applied for the same job, or your best friend had applied for the same job, and you suddenly realise actually they are going to have to be dealing with disappointment, and you've got the job that they wanted. So it's kind of like, how do you handle this? How do you do this? And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. It's kind of it's something of great benefit comes to you, but you've then got to handle the people around you. I mean, that's quite a good, energetically, that feels like the right kind of scenario. Something good is coming to you, but how do you handle the way other people are going to feel? You have something then that they would want. Now, some people around you, it's really interesting. Yeah, I think you're going to get something that some other people around you would really like. And it's how to handle the periphery relationships, because some of those people will diminish themselves. They'll be doing that kind of, you know, well, it was bound to be you, I'm not good enough. You know, I was never going to get that post. It was always going to go to you. You're so much better than me. And they genuinely mean that. They really have low self-worth. It's probably partly why they wouldn't have got that post, for example. But there is something in there about how they are feeling versus somebody who might actually be a little bit arrogant or a little bit rude or or even try and be a bit not sabotaging to you because of their envy, or they'll put it down or diminish you. There's something about how people react. And the key here is humility, is to really embrace what you have been gifted with or been offered, and in a way I could say gifted with, but this is an opening that you have worked for and you deserve. You know, your success is yours to own wholeheartedly, and be really clear about that. Remember, we are always at free will and choice. You know, don't in any way feel you can't have this success, this opening, this window of opening, but there's something about being really quite tactful about how you handle it. You may even, for some of you, want to not share it with some people, actually. You may choose not to reveal what's this opportunity, this opening, or you choose to reveal it thoughtfully, again, tactfully. It would be like, I would venture to say again, let's say you won the lottery. There's nothing here to indicate that you will, so, you know, please don't rush out on my account and buy a lottery ticket. But if you had a real breakthrough, I mean, Kano can indicate a massive breakthrough. If you did, you would want to perhaps be very, very thoughtful about who you share that information with, because you know, you may have some really big dreams and goals as to what you would do. I know for myself, if I won the lottery, I'm setting up a charity and buying land and preserving it for future generations. In reality, if that happened to me, there are certain people in my world who I wouldn't share that joy with, sadly, because I know that their motivations would be what they wanted rather than something I wish to do for the bigger picture, for the greater whole. You know, they would, you know, it would be hard work. You know, so I kind of know that ahead of time. And there's something about you navigating. You have something joyous coming into your world. It's a major opening. It's gonna it changes your world. There's growth coming from this, exponential growth. And also I think there's something very interesting here where you're recognized. This card here, it's the green chakra, so it's the heart chakra. It's about love, living through love. Perhaps for some of you, and with this beautiful rose right at the center of this rocky outcrop. Maybe for some of you, you find love, but there are, you know, people around you who would diminish that. Something is coming to you, beautiful souls. And then what's coming through with journey is it's the end of a journey as well. And I don't mean that negatively. I don't see something as ending, like a specific ending being shown up here. More that a period of your life ends because there is a new opening. So you're now going to grow, and this card is about recognition as well. Let's get some more information. Humility is really key here. It's like be humble in your success and recognize that people will react differently, and be discerning about how you navigate the different people or who you choose to share your success with, or how you choose to share it. Let's get more information about how the week is unfolding. We have the King of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, the Magician, and the Three of Wands. Okay, so what we're seeing in the week ahead, with the King of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, I would see this as that opening. Now, it's either around you and you're already contemplating how best to use this opening, or it is literally about to open for you. If you have, for example, applied for something, applied for funding or whatever it may be, If you've applied for something, I think you get the response. You get the response, and pretty early on. If you haven't already got it, it'll come quite early on in the week, really, because this feels very immediate, and it does cause you, Eight of Cups, to, I won't say walk away from something, but it gives you an opportunity to make very significant changes in your life. Eight of Cups, we see somebody choosing to leave something, choosing a new direction or an expansion of the direction you're going on. Again, some of you journeying, literally. This could be the point when you get an offer, and it means that you will, relocate because of that offer. I mean, some of you could literally be going overseas. Or perhaps you purchase something, you make a choice, you decide you're going to purchase a holiday or whatever it is. It's taking you somewhere. I do see, though, there's a sense of there being, again, I kind of want to say a lucky break, but I don't feel it's lucky. I think it comes to you because you deserve it. It doesn't feel like something random, or if it seemingly arrives randomly, it's coming because you have been holding the right mindset. You've been working through love, through higher values, and therefore your perseverance is about to pay off. I think it's fascinating. We have this rose in the middle of what looks like a little mini mountain, a rock. And here, you can reach your mountaintop. I think this is something coming to you that actually gives you the means or what you need to move towards that bigger goal, whatever it is you're working towards. We've got the Magician here. And then the Three of Wands. Very interesting, in this Three of Wands, we can see, different pathways, different signposts. So there's opportunity here. I think literally this week you will be making some choices and decisions. Some kind of backing or something is coming to you. That is a window. It opens. It's taking you on that pathway of exponential growth. And I think you do kind of, in many ways, leave something behind, or a chapter of your life behind, or even a locality, a physical locality. But this is, I think, as far as the week is panning out, my beautiful Pile One, I think this is very here and now. That's what I want to say. So if this opening isn't right in front of you, I think it will be. And it does feel as if it is gilded. It's a pathway that is, even this pathway here, it's very bright. It's a bright pathway. It's a turning point in something. Something turns a corner, but it's going uphill. It's moving in the direction, but there's definitely some kind of a gift, some element of generosity, someone offering you something. And this is what changes or expands, more than changes, it expands your direction, takes you on that upward pathway of manifestation. And very, very excitingly, it does feel like, there may well be a gathering of momentum, I don't know, but it feels like you're moving on the up. And this week is the point of turn, because there's an opening. That point, that confirmation of something. Yes, you got the job, or yes, you got the house, or yes, you got the partner, or whatever it is, or let's relocate. Off we go. We've made that choice. We've made that decision. You've made that choice. You've made that decision. How do we tell everybody we're moving? How do we tell everybody about our great fortune? Well, tactfully, thoughtfully, with humility. Wow. Well, this feels like a very profound turning point. I feel this is your reading for this week, Pile One. You may well be drawn to some others. I kind of get that feeling, which is not, it's down. That's obviously absolutely your conscious free will and choice always. No reader is here to encourage you to try and, look at more readings. But I do feel there may be another reading or something else around for you. It's just that this message is really quite specific, actually. Or the message is, and the week ahead is really quite specific. There's definitely a choice to be made. a decision to be made. Well, it's almost as though it's a no-brainer. That's what's coming through. You know, the decision is a no-brainer. You know, this is about moving your world forward, so you're going to do it. Wow. Well, pile one, I'm excited for you. Keep us posted. Let us know what's happening in the comments. It's wonderful to hear from you. I am sending you so much love. Thank you, all of you who do comment. It is really wonderful to hear what's happening in your worlds. And thank you for your love and support of me. And thank you for your love and support of one another as well. Amazing. This is an amazing time. It's a point of new exponential growth, a new period of growth. So, you know, this is fab. Pile one, thank you. If you're new to the channel and you want to make sure you never miss a reading, do subscribe, press the little bell icon. I post readings. These readings I post every single Sunday, and on Tuesdays and Fridays I post other readings. I also post all zodiac sign readings for the coming month, which has been happening. So do check in on the homepage. I've also been reorganizing, or in fact one of my daughters has been reorganizing my playlists for me, so you can find videos much more easily. And when you go to the homepage, if you're looking for a video that will ask or a reading that will ask a specific question. So I hope that's going to be really helpful to you all. Tons and tons of love, beautiful souls, and I look forward to seeing you for another reading really soon. Hello, my beautiful pile twos. Welcome to your reading. This feels pretty exciting, I will be honest. Very interesting. You have following. Card number 17, Lake above, thunder below. You've got the rune of movement, Awaz, and Inga's fertility. This is a really interesting combination because it suggests that something is going to either gather momentum or get better. And we're seeing these kind of stepping stones here that travel across to a shore. So let's draw your oracle cards before we say too much more and find out what message or messages need to come through for you right now. And also, we will be asking about the coming week. What's happening for you? Is there anything you need to know about in the week ahead? Let's draw your oracle cards and see what we are shown. We're using 2 spirit animal packs this week, and if you like any of these cards, I always list them in the description box below, so you guys can find them if you're wanting to sort of know a little bit more about them. You've got another 2 coming from that pack, absolutely, definitely. Okay, let's draw some tarot cards as well. I feel really ready to just do that. Yeah, absolutely. Just those for now, and we'll draw more in a moment. Potentially, we'll see what we're shown. So we have Squirrel, always prepared. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future and life will give you all that you need. That's interesting. We have Dolphin Play, swim in the happy joy of living, inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom, go with the flow. We have, and these are an independent creator pack of cards, the lovely Lynette. Thank you so much for sending these to me, Lynette. These are the Midnight Bisou 1942 pack. Use your time wisely, you are only blessed with so much of it. Interesting. Integrity, having a firm adherence to moral code, moral conduct or artistic values, doing what's right no matter what, doing what's right no matter who is watching or not watching. Okay, use your time wisely. This is very interesting because this card following, Lake above, thunder below, it kind of speaks about having a following, not just who you follow, but people following you. And it kind of says if you want a following, so if you want to, you want something to gather momentum, you need to hold firm with moral principles, with conduct, with ethical principles. You've really got to hold firm with those. But you also need to be flexible, to kind of, and I guess responsive to your followers. So there are certain things you should not compromise on, but there are certain things that you need to be flexible in, and it's kind of knowing the difference or knowing when to do this. So it's very interesting, isn't it? I almost feel like know when to work, know when to play. When do you take time out? When do you really stay and persevere with what you're doing? I'm going to move these over here, actually. Let me do this. Yes, it's definitely a message coming through here. Know when to work, know when to play. So we have integrity. Use your time wisely. You are only blessed with so much of it. Something is gathering momentum. Something is potentially coming to a position of fruitfulness or fertility. Look at this, the honeybee. Honeybees are worker bees. You are being called on to rise. Okay, we have facade. Now this is very interesting. So this is the solar plexus, the yellow chakra. This is a chakra card. This is fascinating because this is a man who, in the story that comes with this card, this is a man who spent his whole life in service. Even as a child, he'd stepped into a position of massive responsibility, and what he then he reached the end of his life, and it was as though he had never played like a child. He'd stepped into responsibility as a young person, and then that's what stayed with him. I feel you have a really strong work ethic, but you are being called here to also play, to be balanced here. There's something you're needing to achieve or hold firm on. At the same time, yeah, there's a pathway to follow here. There are stepping stones. You're moving towards something. Turn that light down slightly. See if I can. It looks a little too bright for the cards. See if we can make sure that that's focusing well for you. Let's have a look. So we have. Okay, we've got the 9. This is an interesting card to have here. Look, 9 of Swords followed by the 10 of Swords. Okay, so we've got a progression here. I'm going to move these over. This is interesting. I really want to say cut yourself some slack. Okay. I feel like you're putting yourselves under huge pressure. Now we have the 2 of Cups. We've got the Hanged Man. We've got the Hierophant, and we've got, I'm going to move this around a little bit, bear with me. And we've got the Hermit. Okay. Honeybee, Divine Feminine, you're being called on to rise, following. Okay. Let us sit with your reading. Use your time wisely, integrity. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future and life will give you what you need. This is about keeping something seriously in balance here. Now these are weekly readings. Something is gathering momentum in your world. But there are also matters of the heart. There are matters of love and life and living and the joy of your everyday life. I feel for some of you, you could be in a position where there is a dilemma between work and play. Some of you might just be constantly working or feel like you're constantly in service, or constantly people are needing your time, your attention. On the other hand, you need a balance. You really do need a balance. The Hierophant is always a card that brings a kind of a commitment, but a commitment in balance. There's something that's giving you a hard time. That's what I want to say. Cut yourself some slack. I think some of you may have a significant amount of responsibility in your life. And in many ways, it isn't that that responsibility is wrong or inappropriate, but it's how you manage it. How do you navigate your responsibilities? This is what this reading is really asking you to do. It's really speaking about being really firm, holding really firm boundaries, and at the same time being flexible. It's a really, there's something around you where you need to be both really boundaried, really ethical, and yet really flexible and really understanding at the same time. It's like having, let's say you have a following, or you are a leader in your community, and it sort of comes with this feeling of responsibility. Fabulous, step up and own it. That's absolutely cool. Step up and own your responsibility to others, but at the same time, there's something you've got to be really flexible. This would be like, let's say you got voted into, I'm trying to think of a scenario that contains the energy here. Let's say you got voted into a position of responsibility, and it comes with great honour, but it also comes with great responsibility. Now, you can't please all of the people all of the time. If you're a leader, you simply can't. It's impossible, absolutely impossible. What you've got to do is really stand your ground, adhere to your moral codes, your ways of living, and also be what you say you are. You know, a good leader is going to be the person they say they are. I'm really finding myself quite tongue-tied here, which is quite interesting, trying to work out how to say what I want to say. And maybe that is a reflection of something here. Maybe you are trying to work out what you need to say to certain people. You can't please everybody. You can't please everyone all of the time. And also, you do still need to relax and play and take time out. I think for some of you, there may be a situation around you where you are really trying to work out how to say to somebody, how to say no to someone, or to say, I can't actually do this, or I can't give any more, or my time is full, I can't offer any more than I'm offering already. I need more information, I think. There's just such an intriguing energy. May we get more information, please, for pile 2? So we have King of Wands. I am seeing this. You have the Hanged Man again. How interesting, twice. Okay, I'm seeing this. We have Queen of Swords. I'm seeing this. Page of Wands, and this one from the top. We have the Six of Wands. Okay. Very, very interesting cards. Okay. What is this Hanged Man about? You're worrying about something, possibly more than you need to. I think you are working out how to say no to something. Your world is actually progressing very, very well. I think you've got to work out how to say no to something, or how to maintain your boundaries. It could even be no to yourself. Let's say, I'm going to come up with some different scenarios just to try and voice the energy. But let's say, for example, you're working on a project, it's going amazingly, but your partner, for example, is saying, look, you know, we need to spend some time together. You know, you're always at work. You're never, you know, I need some time for you to play as well. We want, you know, and that's great. That's perfect. That's wonderful, because things need to be in balance. But it wouldn't be okay if, let's say, you had a partner who said, you're always at work, you know, you never have time for me, and made it into like a bit of a guilt trip. Okay. So that you constantly felt torn between doing your work, but also feeling like this person needs your attention. They want your full commitment, but you actually have to still go to work. There's a difference between being a bit of a workaholic and actually knowing that you need to spend time, have some me time and spend time with your loved ones and your family and your friends and some chill out time, versus almost being pulled in different directions where your work is being interfered with by the demands of perhaps your home and your family and your personal life, where too much is being asked of you and not enough respect for the fact that you work. And that's so somebody making demands upon you, or people making demands upon you. So actually that's what's really coming through here, and I think that's why I'm feeling like I can't quite find the words. I think that you are, in whatever scenario this is, you're kind of torn between two worlds. Now for some of you, people are making demands upon you. They want you to kind of do it their way or spend time with them, or there's something of that flavour. But actually you have other commitments, so actually you need to uphold your existing commitments and not be pulled to the people who are wanting more of your time. It's like, spend time with me. It's got to be balanced. For others, it could be the other way round, where you are working so hard that you're neglecting something. So there is definitely a push-pull here. And of you trying to work out how to achieve this. You're trying to work out how to achieve this. Now, I think what we need to do is to ask for some guidance for you. So the primary message here for you is really all about balance. And it's about being firm and true to your principles, which both of these cards do speak of. Integrity, having a firm adherence to moral code, moral conduct, or artistic values, doing what's right no matter what. I'm actually going to read to you from this book. Let's find this. It's card 17. Here we go. Right, let me just read to you. I don't always read, but this is a lovely passage that this starts with. Choosing to follow good influences brings supreme success. You may not be able to change the direction of the wind, but by frequently adjusting your sails, you can arrive at your destination with a joy that inspires others to follow you. Those who wish to acquire a following must speak the language of their followers. Those who wish to be loved must become the imagined lover of their beloved. Those who wish to prosper must bend with the pressures of the world. In matters of principle, stand firm. That's what I I knew that was in here. In matters of principle, stand firm. In matters of style and taste, swim with the current. So I think this is really talking about exactly what these two cards are speaking of. Use your time wisely. You're only blessed with so much of it. Integrity, having a firm adherence to a moral code. So there are certain things in your world you need to really stand firm by, certain responsibilities, certain ethics. At the same time, there is going to be some flexibility needed. Some adaptation of your world, changing your schedule, living life in the present is really coming through. Living life in the present moment, being responsive. So the stepping stones, jumping from one to the other and trusting that the way will be shown. With the rune of movement, Awaz, this rune speaks of the bettering of any situation. Absolute bettering of any situation. Things can gather momentum. With fertility, it's very interesting. Fertility requires the completion of something in order to move forwards. It would be like finishing the outline of your book, and you've got to finish it and then you can start. It's finishing something in order to move on. And so I'm kind of curious about this completion of something. The Ten of Swords is a card of completion. So something has to be sort of like wrapped up in order to then move on, because there is a shift with the Hanged Man. Something has to be attended to or completed before you can make a commitment to the new. So what is this about? You could even have had, if any of you have had a falling out with anyone, So there's a real concern about how to achieve this balance. If any of you have had a falling out with somebody, or then there's going to be a need to kind of have that conversation in order to then move forwards. Maybe some compromises need to be made, but you stand firm on your sort of ethical values, maintaining your boundaries whilst moving forwards, owning your responsibilities whilst also being, open to playing like a child. This is just a really fascinating reading. I think, beautiful souls, if this is resonating with you, if it's not, it may not be the right reading for you. If it's resonating with you, I think you'll know probably what this is talking about. There's a dilemma, a push-pull between work and play, between boundaries and being flexible. There's and that is what your reading is speaking about, the need to hold a really clear position whilst simultaneously being open to negotiation, but only certain things are negotiable. And what's coming to mind as well, Six of Wands here, and the Hierophant as well. Sometimes this can be like a commitment to someone. We see a marriage in this card. There's something about negotiating something as well, being firm and holding true to your boundaries, holding true to your ethics, whilst also navigating the contract almost, I'm thinking here. If any of you are needing to negotiate some kind of a contract, again, we've got this push-pull between, I won't exactly say work and play, but between clarity and flexibility, firmness, and not moving an inch on certain things, but being completely open and available to compromise on others. And it's the ethics, the integrity that's central to this. We have the Two of Cups here. So yes, any kind of contract between two people, any kind of negotiations, if you're navigating a job opportunity, again, certain things you need to be ultra clear that your working hours, for example, I will work these hours and I will do this much overtime, but only if you pay me, for example, or I will give this much but not that much. There are certain things you hold firm on. If any of you are negotiating any kind of contract, any kind of navigating anything that kind of borders on an agreement of some sort, there are certain things you should not be budging on that are about your well-being. The health and the well-being of your world. There are other things that you need to be extremely flexible about, because that's appropriate. We should always be flexible and listen to what other people are needing. So again, recognizing your own needs, also listening to the needs of others. Certain things you need to stand firm on, completely firm on, and other things you can really negotiate. Let's get more information about the coming week. This is a really, really interesting reading. We ask about the coming week. What is unfolding this week? A lot of cards coming through here for you, actually. These two as well. What is unfolding this week for my pile twos? We've got the Six of Pentacles, so we have a card of generosity here. Okay. But look at this, would you? We have the card of generosity, and yet right above, on the sign above, we have a little, we've got balance going on here. We've got this little symbol of balance. Okay. We then have the Empress. We then have the Four of Wands, which is a commitment. Again, look at that. We then have the Nine of Cups. We have the Judgment card. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Ten of Swords showing up again. We have the Ace of Cups. And we have the Four of Swords. Okay. Okay. Let's really look at this. So we're seeing your week ahead. I think there is something that can be very fruitful for you around. But I think you've got to it's like you've got to work out how to achieve it. You're being called on to rise. Okay. King of Wands. This is a card of power, of energy. Squirrel. You are the expert of hard work. I think there is a dilemma around you. I really feel very strongly there's something that's working for you, that is gathering momentum, that is fabulous. But something needs to kind of be wrapped up here. Like cross the T's, dot the I's, or tie up the loose ends, or even say no. Some of you even saying no to somebody perhaps. This is all about making a clear decision, discernment, navigating a choice. There's something very special emerging in your world. Back to this kind of holding your integrity but being flexible simultaneously. I feel as though there will be a compromise to be made actually here in a situation. Four of Cups and Four of Swords. Yeah, I think there's a compromise that you're going to need to make this week of some sort. But don't compromise yourself. It's really clear, actually. Somebody may be coming to you, asking you for your time, asking you to look after them, asking you to commit to them, asking you to invest in them. And you do have a choice here. This is all about how you navigate that choice, that decision. Somebody asking you for something or wanting your time, or your work wants your time, or however it is. And it absolutely is all about balance. And achieving the balance through actually being both flexible and yet absolutely ultra solid and sound at the same time, in terms of your principles, your ethics. I'm going to draw a few more cards. I'm ever so intrigued. Some of you, I think, may already know what this is about. Let me just get a little bit more information, please, about this. Okay. So we have the Seven of Swords. This is a card of tact and diplomacy. And we have the High Priestess. Okay, so balance again. You know, things are not black and white here. Okay, right, beautiful souls. Tact and diplomacy. The fruitful outcome. Here we go. The fertility. The fruitful outcome is absolutely about everything in your reading is just being reinforced here. So. This is about being both really, really, really ultra clear, holding your boundaries over something in the right way, and in upholding the higher pathway and doing what's right, but simultaneously being completely thoughtful about how you voice it, how you say it, how you navigate it. You can't please all the people all of the time. That's why we've got the Four of Cups and the Four of Swords. And the Ten of Swords too, showing up twice. You simply can't please all of the people all of the time. You could even be facing a dilemma where you feel caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. But whatever this is, take some time out and make sure you play and replenish and recuperate and look after yourself. Take time away. You know, you are the expert of hard work and hard play, always prepared, squirrel. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future and life will give you everything you need. Okay. If you find yourself becoming a bit burdened by a decision or a choice or something that you're caught between the devil and the deep blue sea, just take time out, step away from it. Go have some fun and let go of it and then come back to it. Whatever this is about, you're going to be able to work your way through this. This is loud and clear. Whatever you are negotiating, whatever you're navigating, you're going to work your way through this. It's going to be fine. The outcome that is fruitful will be coming to you. Okay, we've got so many positive cards of this fabulous move forwards. I think it's very interesting. We've got the Four of Wands, we've got the Four of Cups and the Four of Swords. So I think you're going to get the result you desire. Okay, I think you can achieve whatever you're trying to achieve. But this really is, you can't please all the people all of the time. So balance, hold the pathway you need to walk with great firmness. Don't be swayed by the current, but at the same time, listen to what other people are needing as well. Be flexible around people's needs, but stand firm. And I think that's how, whatever this is about, this is how it's going to unfold this coming week. And it's guided. You know, you've got the Hierophant and the High Priestess. So you're going to absolutely find the right solution. But yeah, I just feel maybe there's a difficult conversation to be had, actually. A difficult conversation where, because something has to kind of be wrapped up, you've got to cross the T's and dot the I's. Stuff has to happen and emerge. You know, something has to be navigated. The outcome will be right. That's what we're really seeing here. The outcome will be right. And you play a part in upholding the right outcome here. Yeah, you have a part to play, a key part to play in holding, getting to the right outcome. And you can't please everybody, but you can be thoughtful and mindful and be as flexible as you can with the details where you can be, but at the same time you've got to stand your ground over something too. Pile 2, I don't think I can say any more. I don't think this is the easiest of negotiations, but you're also totally competent and able to do it. You're like the person who can do this. You're the person who can, I mean, you could almost be a mediator between two people. You're the person who can mediate. You know, you're the person who can hold the moral ground, and people will respect you and follow you because of your position, because of your viewpoint. People trust you, they admire you. So even though this does feel like it's a little bit of a headache, if I'm truly honest, on the other hand, you have every ability to do it. Take time out, prioritise your self-care as well in order to navigate this. But whatever conversation needs to be had, or however this is landing in your world, you will be able to do it. And even though some people will feel disappointed, you know, at the end of the day, I think you're going to do the right thing because you know you need to, and you're fine with it, and people will respect you. They will respect you for holding that clear position. They may not like what you've got to say, but they will respect you. And at the same time, because you are listening to everybody's perspectives and other people's points of view, this is, I feel you will really be honoured, actually, for the fact that you navigate this with such consideration of everybody, whilst also really holding firm. Wow, gosh, I didn't see this one coming. I mean, this is really unfolded. It's got a lot of complexity in here, but I think that's part of the energy. You know, even with me sort of almost struggling to find the right words, I just feel that's part of your reading. I think it's part of you trying to find the right words, trying to find the right way of saying this or doing this. Beautiful souls, you are totally capable of doing this. You will shine. You will get the outcome, the fertility that you want, the bettering of any situation. This will move forwards. It will be what it will be. Absolutely. And you're amazing, I just need to say, for doing this, whatever this is about. I am sending you so much love, and truly, honestly, I just think you are absolutely, what's coming across to me is you are absolutely amazing. You're going to navigate this in an incredible way. However you do this. So beautiful souls, tons of love, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you for following and supporting the channel and all the things that you all do, the liking, the sharing, the subscribing, the contributing, and just thank you for being here. You know, you are a high high level person. That really comes across here, really big time. So thank you for honouring me and my channel and my community here with your being here and your presence. Tons of love, pile 2. This is your reading for this week. If you're new to the channel, I post other readings, timeless readings, during the week, and I'm organising my playlist, or in fact one of my daughters is organising playlists on the main channel, so you should begin to find readings that answer specific questions much more easily. So if it's a yes, no, maybe, or how is this situation going to work out, all these kinds of things, we're trying to organise the playlist, and she's working with me to get that done so that you can go onto the main channel and find readings much more easily when you need to. So along with obviously readings that ask bring immediate guidance and questions for the week ahead. So beautiful souls, I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for your comments as well, and I look forward to seeing you for some other readings really soon. Hey pile 3, welcome to your reading, beautiful souls. Let's dive straight into your cards. Let's have a look at your oracle cards. We are using some lovely independent creator cards today. All the cards, by the way, are listed below in the description for you. It's a really interesting energy around this reading. I feel like there's a peaceful outcome, a pathway to peace that's needed in something that's going on around you. You're having to be quite determined, having to follow something through. What is going on here? Maybe get information, immediate messages for pile 3. Maybe have an immediate message for pile 3. I think both of these are coming through for you. Okay, and I'm actually going to draw some tarot cards for you as well. I'm seeing this from the top and that one. This one and this one and this one. Gosh, lots of cards coming through for you, pile 3. Wow. Okay, let's have a look at what we have here. Now we have this card that's already shown itself. We have the Four of Swords. I'm thinking patience is needed in something here. Letting something unfold naturally. Being shown the way. Okay, pay attention to your dreams and dream state. Ego is idle and quiet. It's your unconscious messages from your soul. Consider keeping a dream journal. If you are looking for that one person to change your life, go look in the mirror. It's that person looking back at you. Take charge, take control, and take responsibility for yourself and your whole life. Okay, we have perfection. A monkey, inner child. Don't take life too seriously. How fascinating. Okay, what else do we have here? We've got Black Jaguar, Old Soul. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. Okay. Determination. Giraffe, visionary. Rise above earthly matters. Glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path. Stand tall in your self-worth and love with a big heart. This is very interesting. Okay, now we have got a lot of tarot cards. Let's move that over. See if I can put maybe this one here. Perfection. How interesting. This is a bonus card. Okay. There's a bonus coming to you. Look at the red here. Now this is the root chakra, and we've got this red band here. You're manifesting something. Kind of want to say, don't take life too seriously, but at the same time persevere. You've come here with purpose. It's like you're on a mission. The High Priestess, absolutely, my goodness me. We have the High Priestess, we have the card of Justice. We've got the Two of, gosh, you've got such big cards. Right, we've got the Two of Swords. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, And then we have the Three of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Just going to put those to one side for a moment. Okay, let's really focus on what we have here. Okay. You're working on something, or you're creating something, and or whatever situation is around you, determination is needed. Okay, now this is the path you must follow. There is a pathway, there is a particular pathway that you're here for. You've come here as an old soul, you have come here with purpose. I think many of you are being guided through something at the moment. You may not actually right now know what the bigger picture is. I think you probably have an inkling in your world that there is a bigger picture going on around you. I think some of you may have, that kind of gut feeling. I came here with a purpose, but what is it? Some of you will know what that purpose is. You will already be on track. And I'll speak about that in just a moment. But for others, I think you are feeling like you came here with purpose, but you're not quite sure what it is yet. It's like you're looking for something or someone or searching for something. Actually, the something is you. It's in you already. I feel you may be shown something this week. We've got the Three of Cups. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. Something coming to you. These are big cards. Very big cards. Something you've been waiting for. What's with perfection? Let's draw some additional cards around perfection. What is with perfection, please? May we get information, clarification. You've got the Queen of Pentacles again showing up. Okay, look in the mirror. You are good enough. You're more than good enough. You're perfect as you are. Do you know, when I started these readings in my preparation, my beautiful pile of threes, I almost brought in some objects to guide in, and then I changed my mind. Well, I didn't change my mind. I doused it, actually, as I do when I'm preparing. I'm looking at which cards to use, and I'm sitting in my space and creating the circle to be able to do these readings. And I almost brought in these objects, and I'm going to bring in the one that actually I would have used for this pile. Okay, and because it's actually completely right for this pile, I dowsed, and it was a clear no. You don't, just the runes, the charms. That's all we need. Right, let me bring this in. This is what was shown, or would have been, in a world where you could be anything. Be yourself. Okay. This is really coming through. There's something going on in your world where, and being yourself does not mean being perfect. Being yourself means that you are just being you. You are perfect. I mean, that's the point. You're perfect as you are. You don't have to be anything more than you already are. Determination. Suelo, this is the rune of wholeness. This is about you becoming whole. It's you following something that you came here to do. Pay attention to your dreams and dream state, because when you are asleep and in your dream state, in your dreamscape, ego is idle and quiet. It's time to be listening to your unconscious messages. Look at this person sleeping. I think you could be in the process of being woken up to your calling. Or if you are already following what you believe to be your calling, you are being woken up to receive confirmations of this. But at the same time, don't take life too seriously. Let's get clarification around this. Yeah, this is about this. Don't take it too seriously. You don't have to be perfect. You are perfect as you are. What's with the monkey card? Nine of Cups. How interesting. I'm seeing this as well for you. And the Devil. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Right, okay. There's something you really desire, actually. And I almost feel like you have to be perfect to have it. Queen of Pentacles, I mean, this is a card of bounty. It's a card of abundance, actually. Justice card. The wheel is turning for you. Why would you hold yourself back? There's something that is coming to you that you are able to, this is a card of celebration. Something you really desire is coming to you. It may be right in front of you already, or it's unfolding. I think you've waited for it. For some reason, you feel like you have to be perfect in order to have it. But you're perfect just as you are. For some of you, this is in your mind, but I don't know why I get less of a thinking pattern and more of something real coming into your world in real terms, and of you being hesitant to say yes to it, even though it's the path you must follow. I mean, why wouldn't you? This is right for you. It connects to your calling. If you consider, my beautiful souls, that your calling and your purpose ultimately is to be happy, okay? Irrespective of anything else, if you think of the pure energy, the very essence of you, if you are happy, you will be spreading joy into the world. Rise above earthly matters. You are able to see the right path, stand tall in your self-worth, love with a big heart, walk through life with confidence and grace. You energetically, you have come here to really, I think you make a difference just by being you. But somehow you still don't own that you're perfect just as you are. There's something in you where you are still not quite owning who you are. Now, there could be something going on around you that has wobbled you or pressed your buttons or made you feel that you're not good enough. That can happen with the card of determination. Sometimes it brings up the energy of feeling as though you other people maybe, or circumstances or situations, leaving you feeling downtrodden or feeling as though you're not good enough. Let's get some more cards here. Maybe have more information. Let me ask I'm just going to ask, rather than more information, may I actually ask, can we have a specific message, please, about for this right now? So we've got the Six of Cups. Okay. And we have the Ace of Swords. We ask for a specific message about this situation. We have the Justice card showing up again. Right, okay. Do you know, I really want to say make a choice to be happy. You don't have to be perfect. Make a choice to love yourself just as you are. And don't let other people ever make you feel differently or leave you feeling differently. This is so bigging you up. You are perfect as you are. For something in your world is unfolding. And I do think it's something that you want. And yet, for some reason, simultaneously, even though it's unfolding, a part of you is really doubting either your ability or your entitlement. There's like almost a flavour for some of you of having like an imposter syndrome. And yet this is what's right for you. Completely right for you. It's almost as though for some of you, something has suddenly come into your world that's, just suddenly caused you to doubt yourself. I'm not quite sure what that is. And it could be something really positive that's come into your world, that's really quite amazing, and yet you doubt it. It could be like being in your dreams, being shown something and you think, gosh, I think that's talking to me about my calling, but I'd never be good enough. Or it could even be something you have dreamed of again and again that you really desire. And in your mind, I think you know that, excuse me, that you want it, that you desire it. And yet somehow this is hard for you to grasp. You're not quite owning your self-worth. Be yourself, just be you. Just be you. Let's get some more cards and ask about detailed information about the week ahead. I'm going to put these over here. Yeah, this is like, it feels like your ship's coming in some way, shape or form really here. It's like Excalibur rising out of the, whatever Excalibur rose from. Did it come out of a stone or out of the lake? Excalibur rising out of the ground. Something is coming to you. And it's really to be celebrated. It's not a negative in any way, shape or form. The challenge here is that you don't believe you're good enough, or that you're questioning yourself, or you self-doubting yourself. And actually you're giving yourself a really hard time. Look, you're an old soul. I think you know you're an old soul. But focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. Decide to be happy now. Have what you desire. Whatever is showing up, you don't have to be perfect to have it. You absolutely don't. You can have it just as you are. Exactly as you are. You don't have to be something else or do something else. All you have to do is be you. Okay. What other cards shall we draw? Let's ask about the week ahead. I think I'm going to draw from the large pack first. Could we have guidance for the week ahead, or information about the week ahead? Knight of Pentacles, right? This is about investing, making a commitment and investing in yourself. Look at that. How beautiful. Make that commitment. This is a card of harvest. Page of Wands. Look at you looking ahead. Believe in what you want. I'm wondering, with the Knight of Pentacles showing up here, if for some of you, somebody doesn't actually come forwards and offer you something, and it is what you have been dreaming of, and yet, this reading is suggesting that you may doubt yourself, but it's asking you not to. Let's draw from the other tarot pack. May we get some information about the Knight of Pentacles, please. May we have further information, clarification about the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so we've got the Three of Pentacles and we have the Ace of Wands. So actually, yes, this could literally be an invitation. Somebody saying, look, let's collaborate. Somebody honouring you. Someone saying, let's collaborate, let's work together. You know, we can do this. We can make this happen. So something really powerful. Now, whatever that working together is, we've got the Three of Cups here. So this could be, it's an opportunity coming to you. It's an opportunity. And for some reason, you're lacking or doubting yourself. You know, get determined here. This is absolutely right for you. It's something you really desire. And yet believe in yourself. You are perfect just as you are. So someone comes forwards, we can do this, we can work together. Now, with the Three of Pentacles, it could be a working situation. We are seeing that here. But we have the Three of Cups as well. And so it could also, for some of you, be love. If you've been hurt in the past, or someone really told you that you were not good enough, came out of a relationship feeling damaged or feeling that you weren't good enough, this is saying, well, you are. And this is someone coming forward. I think it's lovely that we have both the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. This is someone coming forward saying, come on, let's build a world together. We can do this. Let's get started. You know, I'm passionate about hanging out with you. I'm passionate about being with you. You're amazing. You know, and it is, of course, your shout with justice. It's your shout. You've just got to believe in this possibility. May we also ask how the week is then panning out? Get some more information about the week panning out, please. We're seeing these and this one. How is the week panning out? Okay, so you have the High Priestess. How interesting. Again, showing up. So there's divine timing around you. You have the Ten of Wands. Lovely. Look at that. Fantastic. So something is coming to an end here. Yeah, you've got the Magician and the King of Cups. How beautiful. So this week, please allow yourselves to accept what is offered to you. There is a really clear message, you do, and it's you deserve this. Something is coming to you. It could be help and support, to help you to work at something, for people to help to carry the burden of something with you, working with you. In partnership, in collaboration. It could be partnership. But yeah, collaboration. People are coming forward to assist you. Accept their help. Because you're going to be able to move something forwards with so much greater ease with the help and assistance that's coming in. There's definitely help coming in for you. And yeah, this feels very destined. There's a feeling of fate, of destiny, of kind of karmic energy around you. And on more than one level, pile 3, on one level, I think quite genuinely, whatever is unfolding, it's why you came here, Suelo, the rune of wholeness. You came here we come here with many purposes. You know, your purpose could be to, I don't know, write a book or bring something forth, whatever that may be, in your work and in your career and in your contribution. It could be to be, you know, a conscious parent. It could be to be truly happy in relationship. It could be all of those things. It could be one or none. But, you know, we come here with many different levels of purpose. It's never just your working world. It's never just one thing. It's the whole package. Whatever is unfolding at the moment is part of one of those areas of purpose. And it is unfolding right now. Destiny is unfolding. Synchronicity, timing is at hand. And it is time for something that you have really desired for you to own it and to have it, to hold it. Okay, it's unfolding, and the assistance you need is coming to kind of end this period of your world where you have felt burdened or overloaded. Help is coming, assistance is coming to help you to move forwards. It could be a partner who will help to, you know, navigate things so that what's that saying? A problem shared is a problem aired. You know, it could be someone coming forward to assist you. I think in a very real way, though, your reading suggests in really quite pragmatic ways, the actuality, the physicality of your world can change. And it's changing because some kind of support or help is coming in for you. And it means that you're free to kind of crack on with your purpose. And if that's love, then you're free to crack on with that. But I am seeing you really moving forwards. This is a week when something is gifted to you to enable you to really, it's like you can look ahead. Maybe for quite a while, some of you have been looking back rather than forwards. Perhaps you've struggled, with determination to kind of keep going, wanting something very different, but it hasn't yet emerged. This feels like the week when it can actually emerge. Or you've been trying to follow your calling and you just haven't had enough support or the resources to do so. Or you've been very much out on your own with it. This is the point of turn. And I do see something very much in the physicality of your world coming in to assist you. So you can start, what it means is you start to know what your next steps are with a clarity, whether that is kind of like falling in love, or whether it's actually, whatever you're calling, your purpose, whatever you're working on, however this is. But you are good enough and perfect just as you are. That's the multi-layered level of sort of karmic happenings. There is the actuality of this. Beneath it is this layer of knowing that you deserve this. Knowing that you have a right and entitlement to this just because of who you are. Knowing that this is part of your purpose and it's okay, you can have this. To have and to hold, this is what keeps coming through. I'm going to bring this back in to your reading. In a world where you could be anything, be yourself. Pile 3, Beautiful souls, this is your reading for this week. If this is resonating with you, then I'm very honoured and grateful, and do keep us posted in the comments. It's always wonderful to hear what's happening in your worlds, and thank you to those of you who do comment, and those of you who give back as well through the super thanks in the comments. Beautiful souls, tons of love. Thank you all for those of you who are returning, thank you, and for those of you who are new, thank you so much for checking out my readings and the beautiful community we're building here. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon. I post readings a couple of times a week, and always on a Sunday. I do a weekly guidance touch base now, and if you go to the homepage, actually one of my daughters is helping me to reorganize all of the readings into playlists, so you can find readings if you're looking for a specific question or something like a yes or a no, or a relationship question or whatever. You should be able to begin to find readings much more easily if you're looking at the timeless readings that follow specific subjects. So have a check out. If you're feeling like you need to know something, do check out the homepage. Gradually we are getting that organized and making it much more accessible and easy for you to find what you need when you need it. Beautiful souls, tons and tons of love, and I look forward to seeing you again for some other readings really soon.